Happy week 4. I'm so excited to be starting Microsoft Excel with you. Please contact me immediately if you do not have access to Microsoft Excel. You need it to complete this course. Excel is a spreadsheet program that allows users to organize, format, and calculate data with formulas and functions. Excel is used for billing, data management, business analysis, inventory, creating budgets, and keeping track of employee and patient records, to name a few. Here are this week's objectives. Identify parts of the Excel screen. Utilize the spreadsheet to enter text, dates, and numbers. Insert and delete rows and columns. Modify columns, rows, and cells. Format cells. Apply date and time formats. Add fill color and a background image. Apply borders to a workbook. Identify and change worksheet views. And lastly, save a workbook with a new file name. When we first start Excel, it opens up to a screen that looks very similar to the one we're looking at right now. At the top, to start a blank new workbook, we simply click on this. An Excel workbook opens up, and it opens with one sheet. So you can see at the bottom where it says Sheet 1. Excel has the ability to add numerous numbers of sheets. So when we first look at this, we have the ribbon, so things should look very familiar to us since we've had the first 3 weeks of Microsoft Word. So the ribbon, just like Microsoft Word, is broken down into tabs, such as Insert, Formula, Review, and then each tab is broken down into groups: Clipboard, the Font group, the Alignment group, the Numbers group, on and on. And so once we know things about Microsoft Word, we also have the basics of Microsoft Excel as far as opening files, saving files. Okay, let's look at the Excel environment. Each rectangle on this spreadsheet is called a cell. And every cell has a name, or we could call it a cell address. So the active cell has the green border around it, and the name of this cell, or the cell address of this cell, is the column, G, and the row number, 5. So this cell is G5. Knowing that each cell has a cell address is key to using Microsoft Excel. We can also see the cell address of an active cell in what's called the name box. So right now I'm in cell I7, D9. So, key, this is the name box. Tells us the cell address of the active cell. So you can see that all columns have the letter of the alphabet. If I scroll over, you're going to see after the letter Z, the alphabet continues. AA, AB, and so there is 16,384 columns. The last column name in Excel is column XFD. Not really important that you know that. Just know that there's a lot of columns in Excel. Rows. So if I start scrolling down, you can see that I'm at row 51. How many rows are there? There's over 1 million. There's 1,048,576 rows. Again, I don't need you to know that number. Just know that Microsoft Excel, each worksheet is really large and bigger than we'll ever need for the data that we're working with. Okay, the next thing I want to do is show you how to open up an existing Excel workbook. Now I'm going to talk about opening an existing workbook in Microsoft Excel. This is very similar to opening a file in Microsoft Word. First step, go to the File tab. We're going to click on Open. We can browse, or if we already used the worksheet, we can find it right from today's or yesterday's or recently used. I actually want to use something from today, so I'm going to click on Week 4 Excel file. It opens up. And my purpose here is to show you how to open things and save them. So very important to know that you need to watch my other videos to learn this week's objective. So this is just a really quick overview how to open a file that already exists. After you open it and you do some work, how you're going to save your files. So to save a file, we go to the File tab. We can choose Save As. You're going to find a location. So I'm going to browse, and I want to save mine to the desktop. I'm scrolling up. I'm clicking on Desktop. I can see up in my address bar that I'm there. I'm going to go ahead and click a new folder so I keep all of my Excel files together. I'm just going to call this Excel Class. I hit Enter. A new folder is created. Because it's not in the address bar, if I would save it now, it would not go into this folder. So I'm double clicking to make sure that the Excel class folder is now open. If I wanted to give this file a different name, I can select it and type right over the existing file name. So I will call this Practice. I hit Save, and we're good to go. You can see at the top the new name, Practice. So again, please watch the other videos. Those are going to give you the key concepts and the ability to do this week's lesson. Okay, tips for a successful week in Microsoft Excel. Do not procrastinate. Please log in each day. Complete all reading assignments. Watch the videos. These are excellent tutorials. Complete your discussion board question by Thursday. Submit this week's assignment by Sunday. Contact me and let me help you cross the finish line. Take care, everyone. Have a great week. Please call if you need me.